Hello, people of the interwebs! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Spyro the Dragon for RGOGNOCA, although I realize this is more like Urgog. I am WanderGirl108. We are in World 2, the Peacekeepers, so let's see what this guy has to say. Titan. Ooh.
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
All Peacekeepers have spots. They're also kind of a bulkier build than the artisans, as you can see. And that's consistent. There are different body types for each world, and that's really cool. Alright, there are these soldiers, this guy has a spear, and that guy can fire a cannon at you. But you know what's really cool? If you kill him, you can use the cannon. That was kind of cool how they were playing catch with the cannons. I like that. Too bad you didn't get to see it. Or much of it. And yeah, there is no draw distance in this game. You can see almost everything, just in less and less detail the further away you get. Which is just... That was extremely clever of them to resolve it that way. And like certain entities you can only see. Like interactable entities you can only see at like a certain distance. Or most of them. But yeah, in terms of like just background stuff. Oops, I scared them. So check this out. There are these little tents. You can't charge them. You can only burn them, in which case they just kind of disintegrate. He's shaking, he's terrified, but if you don't look directly at him, he moons you. Flame your butt. They all do that, by the way. See, he was about to do it just as I toasted him. Yeah, these guys are cowards. So, like, they can hurt you under some circumstances, but they're not really dangerous. Which is still nice because this is just the second, you know, homeworld. Things don't start to get nasty until the next one. Not gonna let you get to your cannon, you jerk. Hello. I just barely saw someone dive under that curtain. Now you see these boxes here? Strong chests? You can't break them yourself. You have to use a cannon. But first I'm gonna do some other stuff.
Hi, Spyro! Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Flash. And here is the way out. I'm not sure if I actually qualify. Do I? Ah, no I don't. Uh-huh. So right now we can't move on to the third world because we haven't collected enough treasure, which is what the first dragon at the start there said. I'm not sure how many of these, those messages I'm gonna be able to get, you know, the you don't qualify yet messages, because pretty soon I will pretty much qualify for anything. It's a really short game if you know it. Still fun, but it's really quick and easy if you know everything in it by heart, like I do. I love this purple lava. I, had an interesting dream about it once. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. So yeah, cannon. There's a target there. You blow up a rock. I love that. And the cannon automatically, like, targets how far away a thing is. So. Glitter, glitter, sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle! If you know that reference, high five. If you don't, look it up. Night flight. Levels with the word flight at the end are the levels in which you can, well, fly. So that was a secret that you had to get to. As a kid, I recall this jump right here, getting onto this platform that you have to break a rock to open up. I recall that as being very, very, very difficult. But again, you know, time goes on, you get better at games. Your reflexes develop, your dexterity develops, and things that were once tricky are now no problem at all. Oh look, we have a thief. Hey, jerk, get back here. Are we gonna chase him around the pond? Or are we just gonna do this? Yes, that is a thing. And it's awesome.
Well done, Spyro! Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure!
So again, here's a dragon talking about there might be something bigger going on here. I like it, but they never really go anywhere with it. But a lot of dragons throughout all 5 worlds say things like that. You see this? You might think this is just like a pre-rendered background entity. It's not. It's a platform to get over here. And what's in here? Well, it's the treasure chest, of course. And that's all of the homeworld. Oops. Didn't make it. I'll just get a rabbit. Something else that's cool. You see this right here? This tiny, tiny, tiny little volcano of purple lava? You can get hurt in it. It's awesome. And yes, as a kid, there were times when I did like a sacrifice into the completely unnecessary, tiny, difficult to die in thing. Because sacrificial significance. My mind has always been kind of messed up. I was never, I never had particularly girly thoughts at any time in my life. Ice cavern. Now, most of this world is like desert. This not so much. And this is, for some reason, I don't know why, I just like to start with this one. Just because. Yeah, I was never girlish in any way. Even now that I've started wearing makeup, I still have some interesting thoughts. This spot here. You might think this is just here for no reason. It isn't, but that will come much later. So the ice cavern. There are some secret places in here, and secrets are really fun to discover in this game. Because they're well hidden, mostly. And the more well hidden they are, the more rewarding they are to find. I might make it look easy and simple, and it is for me. But that's only because I already know everything.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
I remember this level from my childhood in tiny, tiny fragments. So yeah, I already know where everything is. Like, everything. So it's simple for me, but discovering it on your own is just one of the greatest feelings. If you're like going back and forth through a level like 10 times trying to figure out where you missed a dragon or some treasure, and then you suddenly discover this secret path. You had no idea it was there. You just jumped some random place in the hopes that maybe there was something there, and there is. Oh, it's an incredible rush. And I'm also very proud to say, everything about this game I discovered on my own. If my friends didn't show it to me, I discovered it on my own. I did not look up anything in this game, ever. Because, I was loving this game before I, was the sort of person to actually surf the internet every now and then. Yes, there was a time I didn't do that.
Psst. Spyro! Some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Hmm.
You may notice that guy's kind of scrawny for a peacekeeper, but he had spots and double horns. So anyway, what he just said, in the ice cave, armor can make your feet very slippery. When I first heard that, I thought he meant that my feet would get slippery. So I had no idea in what way that was a hint towards anything. I'll come back for this. So yeah, I didn't get it as a kid. But yeah, you're not supposed to charge enemies usually. Big ones. But this guy is huge and macho and wearing armor. So we can't kill him. But maybe his feet aren't quite so steady. See if we can knock him down. And in this world, the fodder creatures are bats, and they'll like hang out of reach and then come down and like fly around you in really difficult to predict ways. So it can be hard to get butterflies here. Did I skip something up here? Nope. Oh, I hit that one with a charge. Alright. Precarious path. Totally unnecessary pit in the middle. It's all so lovely, isn't it? So what was I saying? Oh yes. Everything in this game, I figured it out on my own. Because there was a time when I was actually deathly afraid of the internet. Like, YouTube scared the crap out of me once. It's true. Even when I got my own channel, I swore I would never, ever, 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 ever make videos. Because, you know, why put myself on the internet? That's scary, that's dangerous. Only recently did my fears pan out. A little over a year ago did my intense phobia that had just started to fade away finally prove, you know, true, but I'm not going to talk about that anymore.
Thank you for releasing me.
That was probably like the manliest thank you ever. All of these dragons are male, by the way. Not sure why. Guess because, you know, why not? Been me needing to hire female voice actors. Hello! There is a key over there. The way to get to it is actually backtrack a bit. When I'm just doing this on my own, I like to go that way first and then do this section backwards. But to show everyone everything, I decided to just do it this way. Makes the video a bit longer, but whatever. Charging is nice. It's an attack and a sprint button in one. So yes, every secret, every glitch, everything I found about this game. Figured it out all by myself. Which is just... I wouldn't do that anymore, not because I don't like figuring things out, but because the internet has kind of spoiled me, now that I'm like not so deathly afraid of it anymore. Like if there's something in a game I can't figure out after like 5 tries, I'll look it up instead of like trying again and again ad nauseum like I would have when I was little. So I guess I've kind of been spoiled as a gamer. by the internet, but, you know, what doesn't the internet spoil, huh? Okay, so the treasure chest, you actually have to see the chest to get to the key, so then you have to go back to the chest again. Which is why I normally do this part backwards and just, like, do it like a big loop-de-loop. Words. Words coming out of my mouth. Key. Ooh! Now that was some good treasure. And of course now we can just fly here again. I think we can glide all the way here. Yep. So that's that. The colors in this game are just wonderful. This game, just everything about it, it's beautifully made. It's functional, the controls are very tight. It's perfect. There is nothing about this game that I dislike. That might partly be nostalgia talking, but, you know, so what? The first game you play, the first game you own, the game that gets you into video gaming will always be very special. Asher.
Thank you for releasing me.
Did Asher have spots? I couldn't tell. He was old. Maybe spots go away when you're old? Like the opposite of humans? Oh, it's not peacekeepers that have double horns. Forget that I said that. That was wrong. That was incorrect. Black box. Here's some treasure. Can't blame those, see? Hello. See, there are 3 lives up on that thing there. And you might think it's impossible to get to. I wasted dozens of lives trying to figure out how to get those down from there. Watch this. Ah, if I can stop running into things. Ugh. Making charge jumps look easy like a boss. They're not, by the way. You don't jump very high when you're charging. Back. Why am I going all the way back here? Remember that thing I pointed out at the very start of this level? Yeah. This was awesome to figure out. Look at that. Ah, wonderful. And here is the biggest secret in this level. This whole back section here, and this guy here, he's nowhere else in the level, but he is in the manual. There's a picture of that guy in the manual. I'm just gonna let the implications of that sink in for a minute, considering this is a really secret area that took me a long time to find. Yep. Well, this guy is smart. He's not standing right on the very edge. But we can knock him to the edge and then hit him again. Most of these lanterns in this level have gems on top of them, which is neat, I guess. So we're almost done here. Ah! Ouch. Oh, by the way, that guy can throw snowballs at you and hit you from here. Nice. Another guy who was smart enough not to stand right on the edge, but you know what? We can just knock him to the edge. Oh, wait. Before I kill this guy, I just want to show you. You can break those snowballs with a charge. That's really cool. And 400 out of 400. I just need this guy.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
And again, there's more of that referencing. There might be something bigger going on here. It's never confirmed, but you know, it makes you think. Kind of makes it, well, it makes it feel like there's something bigger going on, even though there kind of isn't. This world holds so many memories. It's time to go down memory lane a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna start with this one over here. Dry Canyon. There's some cool secrets here. This also happens to be the level that I first ever handled a console controller in. This was the screen that was up. It was in this level when I first picked up that controller and started pushing buttons. These guys shoot cannonballs. You can break them with your horns too and not take a hit, but it kind of has like a backlash. Here. Oh! 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 You see these cactuses? Cacti? Check this out. They shake the char off. That's cool on this guy. And on this guy. But it's coolest. Hang on. With this cactus right here. Check this out. Sorry, I blasted the mic, but he looks like a person. Cactus man. Oh, and there's a little secret back here. Pretty sure everything else in the world pauses while this egg thing happens. Because I'm pretty sure enemies do attack you even if you're not looking at them.
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay, that was the most pathetic thank you I've ever heard. Conan. Isn't Conan the Barbarian a thing? I don't know, I think they were trying for a little irony here and there. That is obviously a second path. We're not gonna go there right now because it's not the main path. Hello, bird. I find it very, very satisfying to flame these birds. Just because of the way they explode in feathers. And here's this guy who's gonna smack us with a bird. Or not.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
That's a little hint, not only about what you're supposed to do in this level, but what you're supposed to do right here. But that'll come in a minute. Now check this guy out. Does that gem look like an interesting color to you? This is the first pink gem you find in the game. Probably. I mean, there are some others, but this is always the first pink gem I find in the game, so you know what? Whatever. Okay. Real smart guy. Okay. See that dragon up there? See that there? You might think you can glide to that. I'll tell you right now, you can't. As me and my childhood friends learned from much trial and error, kept trying to do that. We spent like 20 minutes doing that, and that is where we were when the game stopped and I was left alone with the game and picked up the controller and started pushing buttons to see what would happen. The first time I experienced pushing a button and watching something on the screen move in response to me, something obey me. It was really cool. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was really cool. And it is the reason that I then told my parents I wanted this game, I wanted the console for it, it's how I got the PS1, it's how I started on video games. Is this right here. This screen right here. This is my childhood, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. This is my video game childhood. My very first memory. My video game infancy. Right here. But that's not how you get there. First I'm gonna get this. You don't get there from here. It just kind of taunts you from here. What you're supposed to do is obey this guy's directions. You come up here, look over there, you see there's a little ledge. You walk up the ledge, there's a path, there's an enemy, there's this, and there are 3 red gems to the far, far left. So you think, maybe there's something in this direction. And that's how you get here. I was so proud when years later I got to go back to my friends and show them that I could do that. They were kind of bored with the game, like they'd grown out of it, but...
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
They kind of had grown out of it. It was actually just the brother that I was playing it with, and I showed it to him. And I did the glide, and suddenly he said him. He's like, "Whoa! How did you do that?" One of my proudest moments in video gaming, ladies and gentlemen. So now we have a key. So obviously there's a locked chest somewhere. So it's time we take this second path here, which is not nearly as easy to access as a child as it is what I just did just now. That was a very difficult jump to make when I was a kid. Here we have this whole other path, this whole other route. And it will take us to the end vortex, the end warp. This path will, if we follow it. Oh. Now this dragon right here.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
He has some spots on his arm. How convenient that he forgot. What was it that he's known about Spyro ever since Spyro was a... I don't even know what he said. A little tyke, basically. Hmm? That's the big indicator that there is something much bigger going on here with Spyro. But again, they never really do anything with it. I do in a fanfic, but in canon there's nothing behind that. It's just... I don't know why they did it. I do think it's just to make it feel like there's something bigger going on, even though, like, there isn't, really. Just to make the game feel bigger, I guess. And it succeeds at that pretty well, I think. It can be very easy to not land on that ledge because the box is there, so you have to flame as you're gliding. Ugh. Words. Blah, blah, blah. Commentary, blah, blah. Ooh! Ooh! A firecracker box. Check this out. Ouch! It explodes, and it hurts you. Yep. So you have to stand out of the way. Oh, I don't think I made this glide. Oh, I did. Neat. I think you can use one of these spinny tops to break that box, that locked chest. Kind of breaks the game a bit. I'm not sure exactly what happens if you do that. But like, it landed on this chest, on the thing, and did like one of the 3 hits to make it spin off. Alright, 400 out of 400, that's it. That is it, right? Yep. Wait, yep. Oh, this is the inventory screen, by the way. Oh boy. Now it's time to show you a level that has some very different childhood memories attached to it. Oh, this is embarrassing. But you know what? It's kind of a cute story, I guess. So, 2 levels down, 1 to go, plus the boss and the flight. You know what? How about I do the flight first? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's stall a little bit more, why don't we? But the floods are pretty simple. Not too difficult. Very pretty, though. Loop-de-loop. Alright, so there are things you have to get while flying. Doing so gains you extra time. And you have to get all of everything. I think I didn't miss something. But I could be wrong. Ooh! Nope, I didn't miss it. They're not the same obstacles every time, or the same items you gather every time. Every flight has different ones, but for instance, these green arches are pretty common. And those red rings at the start are pretty common. Those golden chests were pretty common, and I just failed. Every time you get all of something, that's worth 60 gems. It's also worth 60 if you get all in one. So that's 5 times 60, which is 300. There are no dragons here, obviously. So now I just need to focus. And yes, this is a time thing. You have to do it within the time limit. Although I've found crashing and falling into the water is a risk more often than actually running out of time. Whoa! Yeah, sometimes it's easy to sometimes kind of fly out of control for a bit. But you know, Spyro's just a kid who, well... He's still learning how to fly. I think it's kind of cool that they made a game where you play as a dragon but you don't fly. Like, you get to breathe fire, but like you're not OP, overpowered, you know? It's not until the third game in the reboot trilogy, the Spyro reboot trilogy, that you can fly whenever you want. And even then there are limitations on it. And I think that was really clever of them. Like, instead of just, you're not a flying dragon, you have wings, but you can't really fly at will. You can still use them at will, but you can't fly anywhere. So this is still a puzzle platformer, and it's still a tricky platformer. The platforming is tricky. Alright. Generally, the easiest way is to do these things one at a time, these 4 different things one at a time, and one tends to lead off to the other. Oh, and it makes a noise when you're running out of time. Ah. Yeah, if he gets stuck on a ceiling, his little victory twirl doesn't happen, so you'll have to wait for the next video to see that. No, I do not want to try again. I have my gems, I'm going. Oh boy. Alright. Embarrassing personal story time. Yes, I'm going to put it on the internet. I know that's generally not wise, but you know, just, why not? I mean, there's no real reason not to tell this story. Okay, so, Clifftown. There is an awesome secret in this level. But first, we have these guys with metal capes who will hit us with daggers. There's a chest in that corner for some reason. Always look, like, around edges and stuff, because there's bound to be stuff there. Anyway. So, oh, and those guys, they kind of are sleeping until that, lady smacks them. And so she is stirring this pot, and if you get too close, she'll slap you, but it doesn't do damage. So, I was playing this game with a friend when I was like, I don't know, 12. And, it was a boy. So I think you can see where this is going. Yeah, we were, you know, early pubescent years, so we were kinda, you know, our hormones were kind of funky. So we got a great deal of entertainment out of this. Just the fact that, like, you see under her dress when she falls down. And then we'd like, and then I'd like, just to emphasize it, just breathe fire on it again, just cause. And we got a huge kick out of that. It was kind of ridiculous how funny we thought it was. But hey, we were kids. So, yeah, we did that, like, I did that for a while. I was the one playing, he was just kind of watching. And, so... Oh, by the way, these, stew pots here, you can't fall in them, and if you flame them, you get a gem. Or gem stew. So, anyway, yeah, I did that. There were a lot of those, things in this level. Hang on, I'm gonna let him talk.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
I like that guy. He's wise and patient, and he's a really pretty color. Okay, so... Oh, and there's an egg here, by the way. Hard to chase these guys down as a kid. Really easy as an adult. So anyway... yeah, we were doing that, like, to every single one of those things. And you can see there are a lot of them up there. And, just having an enormous laugh about it. It was really immature. And, oh, and you can hit the sparkler from up here, by the way. You don't even have to get up there. And what it does is it breaks a strong chest that was up there. Yes, I'm continuing to stall, but I think you can see where this is going. So, yeah. We did that and laughed about it for, like, the 10th time. We, like, looked at each other and laughed, and then, well... And then we kissed. Yeah. Video games. All over my very first game. Also got me, technically, my very first kiss. It wasn't like a real kiss. It was just like a really quick thing. For most intents and purposes, I've still never been kissed, but that happened. Oh. Kissed several times, actually. I haven't seen him in ages. Ouch. Well, okay, I didn't take damage there. But, yeah. Good times. We never, nothing ever came of it. We never dated. We never spoke of it again, except once when he asked, hey, when did that happen, by the way? And I said it didn't. So, that was the end of that. And that was like a couple years later. But, yeah. Oh, video games, inspiring kiddie romances since, I don't know when it was, 2005 maybe? Oh dear. Actually, 2005 is probably a pretty good guess. So these are the last two of these things there are. And they're done. Also, gems interact with, like, walls and stuff when it applies. It doesn't just, like... There's interaction between entities in this game, which is nice. Anyway, moving on to the cooler part of this level.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Alright. This... Okay, we're done with embarrassing, we're going to awesome. You can see sparkles of gems across that river, that expansive river that should be completely uncrossable. From up here, you can glide there, but again, as a kid, it was extremely difficult to aim it right and like time the button presses right that I actually got here, so I died several times. Actually, I think the first time I played this level, I died several times trying to get over here, and then I gave up. Even though the dragon basically says you can do it. But, yeah, it was a long time before I actually managed to get over here. And now we just have a bunch of birds on perches. I like how secret areas tend to have, like, different enemies from the rest of the level. That happens a lot. Happened in the ice cave, and here, and... Not in every one, but... Da-da-da-da. Ah! No! Okay, good. I thought I was gonna fall into, like, the not secret area of the level and have to come all the way back up here. Because, once you reach this dragon, something cool happens.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
And now that we've gotten this dragon, we have activated a whirlwind to get us back up here whenever we like. So we can now glide onto rooftops that we couldn't access before. that's kind of awesome. One of my prouder moments. Not proudest, but I was pretty proud of myself the first time I got there. Ah! Oh well, I can just use the whirlwind. Yes. There are a lot of memories in this game, for me. And I guess the reason I'm telling most of them on the internet is because no one else has those stories, you know? This is something unique that I can add to this Let's Play that no one else doing a Let's Play of this game can ever tell. I just think that's neat. So yeah, there's some rooftops, and there's also something back here. I glided here just in case there was something back here, and lo and behold, there was. Red, 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 pink, red, 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 red. Yeah. That could also be the first pink gem you find in this game, depending on what order you play these levels in. And also, since we've already climbed to the top, there are whirlwinds in here that will take us up. I can't remember which one takes us to the top and which one just takes us halfway. Can't remember where the other one is, I guess. Wait. Yep, okay, we're good. We're done here. Alright. Good times, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. Good times. I love this little explosion of gems, like, not really an explosion, but I like that burst of gems, I guess. Alright, so we just have one thing left to do. Dr. Shemp. And believe it or not, there are some memories attached to this one, too. Not really significant ones. You can charge those guys and kill them, or just jump over them and they'll jump off a cliff. Presumably because they have shields for faces. These things still don't hurt you if they slap you. So yeah, the memory in this level... I don't know what that was. But I am so glad I recorded that. That was amazing. Just to show you, you can kill those. Ah! Ah! There's another! Oh, that's fun. These are very easy to forget about right here, these two things. Okay, so memory attached to this game. First boss fight I ever saw in this game. That's it. No, that's not it. This right here, I also remember something significant about this. I think maybe, not sure about this, I think maybe, by the way, as I remember it, she slaps you and then there was like a path down there to land on, maybe? But there isn't. Maybe this was, after I first started fiddling with the controller and my friends came back and they decided to let me play a little bit. Maybe it happened here. Maybe, not sure. And there's just this pink gem on that ledge over there, that ledge that looks like it shouldn't be anything. But it is. Now we can get this key, which means there is a locked chest somewhere. And this whirlwind will take us to the boss.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing.
He should watch his back.
Literally. This guy. He's like pretending his finger is a gun. He's going bang or boom, 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 because he's weird like that. See? What a jerk. He has like the shades and everything. The camera semi-locks on bosses. Hey! Like, ah, my butt! And then there's this over here. Ouch. Oh! Oh crap! Dang it. Well, there you go. I made a mistake. I made a mistake playing this game that I probably played more than any other game I own or have ever played. I just feel like that gap is just a little too wide to just jump. Now we can't go back this way. We have to go back around. And also, if you get up here and do this, and you turn around, you realize you can't get back up here either. I guess that path is just the way out, just in case you forgot something and wanted to go back. Oh wait, he's back here now. What the heck? I did not know that was a thing. Alright, whatever. Oh look, I get as though I already did this. That's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. He just has this like back forth look. And in this case, it's not once you're high enough for him to hit. You also have to be... yeah, he spins around. You have to hit him before he strikes. Come on, buddy, do your thing. There's another thing he does. This time you have to hit him while he's striking. Oh, that. That right there. He kind of mimes cutting your throat. Like that. That was the other thing. Ouch. Ouch! Can I jump, please? Yeah, first one, you wait until he misses and then you hit him. Second one, you hit him before he even strikes. And the third time, you hit him while he's striking. So that's nice, and I don't have sparks, so I have to walk through the gems. That's just fantastic. Nah, it's not that bad. Because there's only one more. And it's pink! And now we have to glide down here and go all the way back up, but whatever. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Oh, okay, it's because I didn't do the thing in the last world. So, that's all of the Peacekeepers world. That is everything there is here. Excuse me? I am a real dragon, thank you very much. I may be more real than most dragons. Again, fanfiction. Alright, Magic Crafter's World, which is going to have to wait for the next video. Alright, it looks like these are going to be just under an hour. Little bit shorter than the Croc series. So I guess that's good. Still gonna take a while to upload, probably. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching if you did. And, I will see you next time.